Okay, now we're in the backyard. We've started a very, very tiny garden so far. We will do more, but we're just doing a couple plants at a time. So right now we have our tomato plant, and you can see we actually have 3 tomatoes that are getting ready to be picked. We've got some flowers up here, so hopefully those will turn into 2 tomatoes. And we've got one little guy right here. He kind of almost looks like a grape. And we have some flowers on the other side too. Yep, over here. We got these guys that are starting. So that's our tomato plant. We planted some onion seeds, so they haven't started yet. And then we had some broccoli plants, but something came along, because as you can see it's not fenced in, so something came along and ate those, unfortunately. But yeah, so everything else is doing good. There's another little palm tree that Jason planted. That's doing good. I guess it's a slower growing palm tree. There is our mango tree that we planted not that long ago. That's doing good. That's definitely getting a lot taller. Looks healthy. You can see again, I don't know if you can see the difference in colors. This is like a little bit of a darker green. This is a little bit of a lighter green because this is newer growth on the top. And then we have our queen palm, which is really doing well. Unfortunately, it might interfere with the power line, so we're probably going to have to move it, but we'll probably do that in a couple months. That's no big deal. And then this tree, which is a grapefruit tree, and believe it or not, as bad as this tree actually looks, it still does produce fruit, which really surprises me. I'm sure the fruit's not really that great, but this one just came off in my hand, but it still produces. This is our avocado tree that we have. This is doing good. This is a little bit of a slower growing tree too, but you can still see that yesterday me and Jason just came out, and if you can see right here, all this right here, from here up, that's all relatively new growth on that, so that's doing good. And then we have our palm trees over here by the fence, and they're doing good. They were pretty small when Jason planted them. And yeah, now they're starting to really shoot up and giving us a little bit more privacy, which is what we were going for. And this is another grapefruit tree that we have, which looks awful, but still produces fruit. And I mean, look at all the fruit that is all over this thing. And the tree does not look healthy, whatsoever. So I don't know. I guess stuff still grows in Florida pretty easily. So now I can go into the front yard and show you the updated plants out there. We haven't planted anything different, but stuff has definitely been growing. So we have these guys right here, these 3 plants. That's where our giant palm tree used to be, and then we had to cut it down because it was diseased. So we have these 3 plants, which they're doing good. We have this tree over here, which is a ficus tree, and this is doing really, really well. We have our palm tree over here, which we planted. Again, another one that's doing well. You can see it's cool. This stuff comes up in the middle, and it's like solid right now. It's like one solid like stem, and then what it does is, because the palm tree is actually a type of grass, then it ends up breaking off into these, the little fronds, and then you end up with, like this. But it's cool to like watch it in the different stages. So we got that, and then over here, this is our other mango tree that we planted. And I don't know why this one, for some reason, the older leaves, you can see there's like this black stuff all over it. I don't know what that is. It does come off if you rub it hard enough. And you can see also it's all over the stick that we have to keep the plant straight, to keep the stem straight. So I don't know I don't know why this, the tree is still growing. We've got all this on the top right here. This is all new growth. This is the lighter green, and you can tell it doesn't have the black stuff on it. So this is all new stuff. I don't know why it gets this black stuff on it. It doesn't seem to be hurting the tree because the tree is still growing. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what that is. I'd have to look it up and look into it more. So, but yeah, this mango tree seems to be doing pretty well too. And then up here, the other thing that we planted is the oyster plants. They're doing really well. I think there's actually like 2 separate plants in here. So I think what we could do is we could break them apart and we could continue planting them down the rest of the front of the house just to give it a bit more color. And this one too, I think this is this is a plant here, and then over in the back there's another one. So yeah, so we should be able to break those apart and then spread them out in front of the house more. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't think we haven't planted anything over on the side. Yeah, okay, well that's it for now. Alright, bye.